Guys, I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, this is a story I wanted to get to yesterday, but didn't have time. And this story right here occurred November 2nd in Washington, D.C. on a Metro bus, Anacostia Metrobus. Shout out, D.C. Now, I'm going to tell you something. There are people that are out here that are, we know they're crazy, but people single other people out a lot of times, and they do things to people in public sneakily, and people sit back and watch it happen and things like that. And like there are people that bother you and not know anything about you, if you're a psychopath or whatever. And then, a lot of people, we don't know why people do this, but, people had their own sick agendas, or somebody just picks you out of a group, targets you, and thinks nothing's going to happen. And I think it's a big problem out here now where people target people too much in public, and whether they're crazy or not, they feel as though nothing's going to happen. Well, some people need to get straight effed up for real. And this right here, this guy is lucky nobody laid hands and feet on him for what he did. Take a look at this. We'll come back and talk about it.
Crazy, like, I never even spoke to that guy.
Only on 4, a terrifying assault on a Metro bus caught on camera. Watch again as an unsuspecting passenger finds himself in the hot seat. Literally, when the guy behind him tries to torch his t-shirt.
Right there. This is the back of the shirt.
Months later, Eric Walton showing News 4 the thin shirt. The memory from that fateful bus ride the day before his birthday burned into his brain.
I was just looking forward, and like I was attacked.
It all went down on the A4 bus November 2nd. Walton says he was on his way to the library with some friends around noon when all of a sudden he felt a strange sensation.
I smelled something burning, felt something warm, felt something hot, looked over to my shoulder and noticed a fire.
In the video, you can see him pat it out quickly, but that was just the beginning of the traumatic ride.
So he laughed about it, and then afterwards, he slammed his fist against the glass and said, "Trump for president, white equality."
As the bus continues, you can see the Texas native subtly take out his phone to call police, doing his best to keep the situation from escalating. As they make their way to the Anacostia Metro, where police were waiting, Walton says the rest of the ride only took about 10 to 15 minutes, but
felt like an hour, to be honest.
Prosecutors identifying that alleged pyro in the video as Derek Palmer.
Sitting right there, and then he just pulled out his lighter.
Get this, investigators say after he was taken into custody here at the Anacostia Metro stop, he attacked a cop. He's been behind bars ever since.
I'm glad that he's off the streets for now, that he can't hurt me or someone else again. But also, I'm a firm believer that anyone can change.
And while the legal process plays out, Walton says he's still a public transit advocate, but he has some advice for fellow riders. Always pay attention to your surroundings, like noting the train or bus number and the direction, just in case your commute goes left.
Be safe, but also do the best you can to advocate for yourself.
And at last update, Walton's accused attackers facing charges for assault with a deadly weapon and assault on a police officer. In the district, Walter Morris, News 4.
See that shit? Didn't even know the guy. Guy on the bus minding his business with his friends. Now, I'm going to tell you something. Said he set the guy on fire and then laughed about it after, oh shit, he lit him. Oh, it started burning. He put it out. Then he laughed about it. Said the ride lasted 10 to 15 more minutes before the guy got arrested. I'm going to be honest with you. There are people out here that target people and don't know them because they're bored and they can't control their impulses. You set a man on fire, a man's clothes on fire on a bus that you did not know. That alone to get your ass fucked up. I'm going to be honest with you. When I seen that shit pissed me off because, a lot of times when we see stuff, we always put ourselves in that position like, what would you do if that happened to you? He wouldn't have made it off that bus. Soon as he put that shit out, you know what I'm saying, and was laughing, he would have got everything I had in me at 51 years old. And it would have been bad. I'd have tried my best to kill him, even if it meant me killing myself. How dare you do this to me? Something in me made you feel as though you would target me out of everybody and, light me on fire. That shit funny? Let me show you the real joke. Not a jumped up and mollywopped the shit out. Another thing is this. How come he had friends on there and they ain't do nothing? Another thing is, that guy was doing that shit. How come other people on the bus ain't say, man, what the fuck you doing? You know what I'm saying? Now, a lot of people nowadays are saying, hey, you know, you shouldn't say anything and this and that. And then it depends on what side of the fence you on. But seeing some shit like that, that's crazy. And I mean, you know, it's DC. All over now, you're seeing crazy people just doing shit, targeting other people for their own amusement or whatever. So the guy start laughing, then he hit the thing, boom, Trump for president. Who the fuck cares? Because when I bust your ass, you know what I'm saying, you won't be thinking about Trump. Man, it's just wild. People are crazy. Then the guy was fighting the cops and all of that shit. He would have got his jaw broke. He wouldn't have been sitting there doing a rant or whatever after he got busted fucking with somebody. Man, I swear to God, yo, listen. Maybe it's good that I don't have to take public transportation right now. I'm privileged not to take it. I have my own vehicles and stuff. But I mean, come on. Come on. What about the ones that do, guys? And that's the thing. It's like getting on public transportation, whether it's a bus or, you know, a subway in New York or Chicago or any of these places, shout out. You know what I'm saying? It's like wackadoos are every damn where and they just bored, so they'll just fuck with you. It's crazy. It's just wild. And in no circumstances, that guy should be able to sit on that bus and ride freely and safely like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? He said he's an advocate for public transportation. Well, it benefits him. But I mean, that time right there could have been really bad. You know what I'm saying? And my whole big thing about this is this guy, they said the guy was from Texas, so I guess he was visiting, and you choose to do that shit. Do we got mental illness? I would say yeah, but either way, I mean, come on, man. Come on. Come on. You don't know. Listen, I'm gonna tell you something. When you do something to somebody, you have no reason to object of what they do to you after you fuck with them first. I'm a big advocate of that. Everybody got a right to defend themselves. And if you come up to somebody and you do something worthy of getting pound caked, trust me, if you're asking for a present, you can get one. And that's the thing. These people need to stop messing with people. Control their impulses. Then you get mad after it's over with. And here you come with your agenda saying stupid stuff. Trump for president, something for white folks, or some shit he said. It doesn't even matter. I wouldn't even heard all of that. Soon as I found out it was him, I'd have jumped up and just gave it to him. You know what I'm saying? I would have risked going to jail because he started it. Shit on camera. You set my shirt on fire. Could have been worse. Probably burnt the guy. They ain't talk about that. But man, come on, man. People will pick you because you look like you're quiet. You look like, you know, you just minding your business. You don't look like you're a threat. People better stop underestimating people out there and then trying to bandstand and act a fool when they get busted doing something they shouldn't have did in the first place. That shit is uncalled for. He lucky. He set the right guy's shirt on fire at the right time. Because if he had did that to somebody else, it would have been bad. Me included. I'd have jumped up and knocked everything out of him. I'd have beat him the fuck down. Anyway, I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. You hear it all over. People saying they don't feel safe. Random people attacking people for no reason. All type of stuff, man. The world is crazy. Sometimes you got to match crazy with crazy because people will play you until they play you out. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.